Zach, we are hackers.
We are hacking something? What are we hacking?
Yes, I have signed us up to be elite hackers via the Uplink network. What do you think about this?
Tell me about Uplink, because I honestly have no idea what this is.
I'm using your name just in case we get burned by the government.
Oh, awesome.
Uplink is a game that I played a lot of in high school, and it's basically a hacking simulator. Right now I'm picking my base of operations, so I picked Los Angeles.
Well, of course.
So basically you start the game, and this is like the opening sequence, and you're like getting operational data and stuff, and it's basically a hacking sim, but like as if the movie Hackers was what hacking actually was. So this is your main like hub, and you have like a gateway, which is what they call your computer, and you get missions. So this is the tutorial mission, where it's like basically, welcome to Uplink, and you need to hack into the Uplink test machine to prove your worth and copy the specific file. So I'm gonna do it.
When did this game come out?
I don't remember. It's by the same people that made so this is all the software you can buy. So like I need to buy a password breaker to actually like hack into this. This is the first piece of software I'm gonna buy, and you'll see me use it in a second. But it's by the same people that made Darwinia. They made a couple other games as well. But yeah, you can see like that you have an IP lookup and you have like firewall bypasses. It starts out very easy to hack things, but it eventually gets like very complex, where like you need to like figure out exactly what kind of system someone has, and then you can buy like faster versions of the password cracker and like upgrade your RAM and stuff so you can do things quicker.
What's the hack like? Like
you're gonna see.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the tutorial mission right now. So I'm going to hack the Uplink test machine. So I have to set up a pathway. So I'm kind of bouncing my signal off of all these machines that I have. Then I'm gonna connect.
Was there like a tutorial to explain how you do that?
I skipped the tutorial because I know what to do.
Okay.
So now I've got my password breaker, and now it's gonna break into this. And I'm getting my little mission ready. I know that I need to access this file server. And now I'm in. I'm gonna access the files. And now I'm gonna use my file copier to copy this Uplink test data. I'm downloading it. So this is very easy right now because they're not tracking me, but you'll see that map in the upper right. When I actually do legit stuff, it's gonna start like, there's like those lines are gonna turn red as they're like getting closer and closer to my signal. So there's like utility to bouncing off as many machines as you can.
So
now,
presumably this is all in the tutorial, right?
Yeah, this is basically the first mission / tutorial, and it's like, hey, you did it, congratulations, Agent Zach, you're now a beginner, so you can take beginner level missions.
Is this Is this on Steam?
Yes, it is. It was on the Steam sale. It was like 94 cents or something. Like, it's very, very cheap because it came out forever ago. So now I want to buy this thing that will show me when I'm being tracked. You can buy a couple different things that show, like there's like one that's like auditory and there's one that's like visual. I can't afford it yet, so I'm going to do another mission. I'm going to hack into a computer and delete a key file. A cool thing about this is you can just accept missions, or you can contact the people giving you the mission. So you can contact, I think I maybe contact someone in this, yeah, I'm going to contact them. And it sets up a little chat, and it's like, hey, thanks, how can we help you? And you can say, like, who's the target? And they're like, we don't want to say who it is right now. And you can ask for more money, or you can ask for half up front, or you can just agree. And I don't have a lot of notoriety right now, so I basically can't ask them to do anything, so I just agreed.
Oh, is there like a percentage of your chances at accomplishing that as you go?
Not anything that you can measure. Like, there's no notoriety system as far as I know. I mean, I'll show you later, there's like a BBS board or whatever where you can see like news. And sometimes when you hack things, like you'll show up on like news items, like a hacker broke into the lab today and got this special file. But other than that, I mean, once you start earning a lot of money and like buying parts, there is an overarching narrative that I've never gotten to because the game actually does ramp up in difficulty, and you eventually uncover like a crazy conspiracy. But as it stands, I usually just like to mess around and hack things, because a cool thing, the last mission we're going to do is like a reason I love this, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But I don't know, how does this seem to you? Do you like like you can't a thing you can't hear right now is the music, and the soundtrack to this game is very, very good. It's very like classic hackerish kind of thing. But how does this look to you?
It reminds me of like old school games that are very like point and click, and it's not very action heavy. Mm-hmm. But I actually kind of, especially if this is like 90 cents or whatever you said on Steam,
well, that was on the Steam sale.
Well, right, but I kind of actually might want to try this out.
It's pretty fun, especially because like, so here's like some things like a major corporation suffers from complete data loss and things like this. Is just like news items that are generated. But a crazy thing about this game is like, eventually you can like hack anywhere. So like you can hack into the bank where you have all your money, and if you're really good and you have the right stuff, you can affect how much money you have by literally hacking. Or like if you get a criminal record, you can hack into like the FBI and find your file and get rid of your criminal record. Like, it's kind of crazy the freedom they give you if you are skilled enough and you have the best gear.
This is like one of those old school, like, text-based adventures.
A little bit, yeah, with a little bit of a graphic. So we're going to do another, I want to get that map upgrade, so we're going to do another mission. We're going to gain access to a rival system and steal research data. And the music in this is very good.
I'm excited to watch the video later so I can hear what it sounds like.
But it's pretty fun. There's a way to cheat. Spoilers for later in the game, but if you want to cheat at this, if you just make your username too many secrets, then you get like access to all the cheats, and you can get like infinite cash and trick out your gateway automatically and get like the best stuff. And it's really it's a night and day difference. Like, you see my password breaker is so slow right now because I don't have a lot of RAM, and it's just like the level 1 password breaker. But if you upgrade your gateway and get like a bunch of RAM and like a crazy CPU, it'll happen instantly, which is good because I still don't have that map upgrade, so you can't see. But I'm being tracked right now because I'm hacked into the system, and it can be really stressful in the early game and in the late game too, to like see your file, like your programs running, and they're running slowly. And you see that trace coming, and you just got to be ready, because this is a game where like you are given a mission, and the mission is like, get this file. The file name is like quad 67067, and you need to be ready to like get in that machine. There's a timer happening right when you get in the machine. Find that exact file, copy it, put it in your stuff, and get out of there. And it gets more complicated because like you need to like get rid of your logs at some point, like, because every like server you jack into, or every machine you jack into, there's like logs where like admin logged in this time, and eventually that's bad for you. Like, you don't want them to know that an admin logged in and deleted that file, so you need to get like a log eraser and do all this extra stuff, and it's all on a time limit because they're all tracing you.
Do you show the upgrades at all?
Yeah. So I just got the map upgrade, and there's a couple different upgrades you'll get, but this one is one of the ones that helps out the most. So I'm going to hack into another system, hacking into Advanced Computers Internal Service Machine. This is really like if Hackers the movie was a video game. It's like very visual, and there's no real coding. So you see in the upper right, I have made my pathway. I'm like bouncing off a bunch of different IPs. I'm getting ready because I know I'm gonna be traced. I have to get in there, and I think this is one. Yeah, this is a destroy file one. So my password breaker is happening. It's going a little slow, and now I'm in. I'm gonna go to the file server, and you see that just turned red in the upper right. They've hacked traced me the first leg of the thing. And they're going slow because it's still the early game. and I don't have to stick around and like get rid of logs or anything, so I can just disconnect and be fine. And then I just reply and send that I did it, and I get some cash. Now, this last mission really shows you, like, this is what I love about Uplink, because a lot of times you'll have to log into like databases. Like, we're gonna hack into a college right now. So this mission is like, help us prove a fellow employee is overrated. So this company wants me to log into like a school database and change this person's grades. And so I'm gonna do it. I can just go. I can give people criminal records. It's great.
This is like what is that movie?
Hackers?
No. The 80s one with Matthew Broderick.
Oh, War Games.
Yeah, War Games.
There's
he do that?
Crazy...
He like goes and hacks into the school's computer and changes somebody else's
exactly
grades.
Like that.
Yeah.
There's a crazy thing you can do also, like eventually sometimes you'll need to get around voice security. So there's a software you can buy that is like a voice recorder, and then you find someone's like phone number and you call them, and then you run the voice recorder, and there's like a voice recording of a guy being like, hello, who's there? Who's calling me? And then it hangs up, and then you have his voice match. And you can synthesize his voice to get into systems, which I thought was really, really cool.
Crazy. Does it, like, switching the route you take across the map there, does that have anything to do with what you're doing right now?
I don't know. There probably is an optimal way to do it. People have probably written, like, strategy guides. But I just sort of make it so I can easily see that I'm being traced. So right now, this is, like, real tense, because this is going real slowly. And I've already been traced the first leg of the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can see why this would get pretty tense as they're like tracking you as you're trying to do this, waiting for your little breaker to go.
So I'm gonna search these records, so I have to type in this guy's name. I type in Scott Boyes, or however you say his name.
And
then it's just gonna run through all the, like, I guess these are devs. I'm not really sure who these pictures are, but eventually I'm gonna find him. There he is. He's some guy with glasses. And I'm going to change his Class 1 graduate qualification to a Class 3. And then I commit it to the memory.
This guy needs to be hacked for sure.
We're going to hack him so hard. We did it. We disconnected. and then we just have to reply that. Anyway, this is Uplink. This is a game I love, and I have a lot of love for. And I think people should check it out. It's on Steam right now.
I had never even heard of this before, but I'm actually pretty curious about it right now, so...
Yeah.
I might check it out.
Well, you should. Thanks for watching. This has been Blindspotting. Goodbye.
Goodbye.